I am back with another who is going to dethrone every WWE champion in the main roster. Now, this is a video that I will do every month whenever Santi makes a video, makes that type of video, and then I will go against his opinions, or will I tag along with his decisions. So it's like, I'll pick, there's a lot of champions on the main roster, and then I'll say who he thinks will dethrone him. But if I go with if I agree with his opinions, then I'll go with that. And then, but what if I don't agree with them? I will just pick someone else. It's almost like a debate. That's all. If y'all never watch my channel. But anyway, I have to say two things before we start this video. So if you guys really don't care what I'm about to say, there's a timestamp where you can watch this whole video. So yeah, let's just start off with this conversation. So starting off with a upcoming video, well, two upcoming videos, which will be a regular birthday. I don't know if it's going to be like a vlog or is this something special I will do on my birthday. So anyway, I'll just do that, but the main thing I do want to talk about is a video that is coming up on December 31st. If I can post it on that day, or I might just post it on January 1st, is where I recap all of my all the things that I've done in 2025, and then there's some things I would like to do in 2026, and then there will be a big announcement in that video. There is a second thing I do like to say, and that is what was it? Oh yeah, there will be times where I will play video games to see if I can remember them, like these two games, Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales, and the other Spider-Man which I have on my PlayStation, and which is Spider-Man 2. And then I also have Hello Neighbor, if y'all want me to play that. And then I also have I have a lot of other games, but right now there is a chance where I might play these two, all three Spider-Mans. And yeah, so without further ado, let's just get started. We're gonna start off with the Women's Tag Team Championships, which was being held by Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Now, once again, I haven't made this video in a month, so let me update you guys on these things. So I thought it was going to be the Kabuki Warriors winning them, and guess what? They already have them in this picture. So that brings the question on who's going to dethrone Kairi and Asuka. So in Santi's video, he said it will be Rio, which I actually believe, because the feud that is going on right now, and really there's not much to say. You already know, if y'all watch wrestling, you already know they are feuding. There's a feud going on with these two, and yeah, there's really not much to say. And let's talk about a division which was brought from the dead, and that is the Tag Team Championships on the Raw side, which is being held by Dragon Lee and AJ Styles. And which brings the question on who's going to dethrone these two, and that is something else. So in my last video, I said it will be the New Day, and Santi said that too. So we are tied with this one, and there's really not much to say. You already know what it is. They need to be. I think they deserve a second chance at the tag titles, especially with them being heels, and yeah, if you just watch Santi Zap's last video, you'll understand. And then let's talk about the White Six as WWE Tag Team Champions on the SmackDown side. Now, in my last video, I said it will be Fraxium. Wait, no, I forgot to delete this picture. But in my last video, I said it will be the Bloodline, or MFT. Well, the MFTs. And guess what? I'm sticking with that. Santi Zap said it in his last video, and he's sticking with that. So we're basically tied with this one. So we're in the mid card division for both women and men's. Now we're gonna talk about Chelsea Green winning the U.S. Women's title, which was very unexpected off of Julia, and Santi Zap said it would be Jay Cargill, but really, I don't really believe it. However, what he is saying is making me believe to say that Jay Cargill can become a double champion on SmackDown. But right now, there's not really much. But I'm just gonna stick with Julia right now. Excuse me. Anyway, yeah, there's not much to say. Let's talk about Becky Lynch holding the IC title. So in my last video, I thought it was gonna be AJ Lee or I don't know who it was, but on an unexpected Raw episode on what was it? When was it? On November, this happened with Maxine Dupree. This one was so unexpected. It was so unexpected that like it was just shocking, and really there wasn't really much of a feud, or I shouldn't say that, but like there wasn't really much of a feud for both Becky and who is it, Maxine. I almost say Lyra, but yeah, it wasn't really built. It wasn't like a built up rivalry to make us believe that keep saying Chelsea Maxine Dupree can be the one to dethrone Becky Lynch, but right now, at this current moment, who's going to dethrone her? So Science Zap said it will be Natalia, and guess what? I'm gonna believe it only because I don't know much about the women's mid card division right now, because there's not really much. Like I could say Lyra, I could say Becky back again. I could say so many people, but I don't know. Now we're on the men's side of the mid card championships, and that is Ilya Dragunov holding the U.S. title, and that is the best thing going on SmackDown. And oh yeah, I thought it would be Carmelo Hayes, and there's still a story to be told by Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov. But right now I don't think we really have any roles being placed on Carmelo or on a Carmelo Hayes to say if he's a heel or a face. So there's not really much to say about Carmelo Hayes on like what role is he playing, and yeah, or it just might be just a regular one with Sammy and Ilya Dragunov, because they were both faces, and really it's an open challenge thing. So yeah, Dirty Dominic Mysterio was Intercontinental Champion, and I thought it was going to be Sheamus or John Cena. And guess what? This happened, which I was so happy when he won it. And then that also I was just thinking about who could dethrone Cena. But right now, but it was kind of obvious to say that Dirty Dom was the one to dethrone him. It was really that obvious. So yeah, so that brings the question on who's going to dethrone him again, and that is a good question. So Santi had a good one, and he said Rey Mysterio. But however, I don't think I want it to be Rey Mysterio. However, if he wins, I'm not that mad. I feel like it should be someone who really deserves it. So I'm going with my other opinion on dirt on who I wanted to be Intercontinental Champion along a while ago, and that is Sheamus. It's a heel versus a face. It's that simple. And then another thing, Sheamus really deserves this Intercontinental Championship title, and to become Grand Slam champion and complete his Hall of Fame uh, uh, caliber. I was about to say Hall of Fame caliber. So yeah, that's really all I just said. Stephanie Valkyrie is still your World Women's Champion on Raw, representing that, and she is. I think she is actually one of my favorite champions right now. I think so. But anyway, who's gonna dethrone her? And I said this in my last video. In Santos Zap's last video, he said it'll be Liv Morgan. I'm not gonna change this because it's the most obvious one. I think she's gonna be the one to be. I think she's gonna be the one to win the Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber. It could be anyone. I'm not gonna be mad. And then we already know Liv Morgan is actually one of my favorite wrestlers right now. So I feel like it's basically obvious that it's gonna be her. Jade Cargill is still your WWE Women's Champion on SmackDown, and that brings the question on who's going to dethrone her. So there's not really much, but in my last video and Santi Zap's last video, I said, or we said, it will be Bianca Belair because it's like the most perfect. It's like the perfect choice. Just thinking about it makes it like, yeah, it just makes 100 just makes sense. It just makes sense. That's all. Because like after thinking about it, it's like who can dethrone it? Who can dethrone Jade Cargill? It can be Nia. No. Can it be Charlotte? Probably. Will it be Alexa? Probably. But Bianca Belair, I think there's already a story set up. Probably at WrestleMania. That's when that match happens. Because we all want that match at WrestleMania. We already know. Then we got CM Punk as world champion. He won it off of well, he didn't want it off of nobody. It was a vacant title. He was going against Jey Uso, and then now he's champion. And then there's not much of a feud going on with CM Punk lately until we hit this path with Braun Breaker, and I feel like Braun Breaker should be the one to win the World Heavyweight Championship, cause Braun Breaker is a cool dude. He's been in this business for about he's been on the main roster for a year. Yeah, he's been on there. He's been on this roster for a year. I feel like on his second year coming up, he's gonna be a big star already. We already know. And then we got Cody Rhodes as WWE champion on SmackDown, and that brings the question on who's gonna dethrone Cody. So originally it was gonna be Drew McIntyre, but however, I think Drew McIntyre is gonna keep getting fumbled and fumbled and fumbled until there will be a time for him to win that World Heavyweight Championship or just a championship in general. But science I think it will be Roman Reigns. However, I'm not mad at this decision, but if it's at WrestleMania, I do not want it at WrestleMania because I really like the whole trilogy that they're showing. Like, every WrestleMania they're gonna do Cody Rhodes and Roman. But like, to be honest, we don't really need that at WrestleMania. We can have it at any other place like SummerSlam, Royal Rumble. It can also be at WrestleMania if we can. We could also do this at Survivor Series. We could do that, but they just want to do it at WrestleMania. No. And then there's some tension between him and Cody again. But I'm going with my other guess, and I'm just gonna say Gunther because he is already heel. Cody Rhodes is already the face, so it really makes sense for them to do that matchup instead at WrestleMania. But right now, Gunther is on Raw. But if he goes on SmackDown, I won't be mad. And we already know he's going to be the one to dethrone Cody Rhodes and becomes that main event he's supposed that they're already saying he is. Okay, y'all, that is the end of the video. I will see you guys next time. I don't know, probably on my probably around December, like literally that close, because my birthday's in 3 days. So yeah, make sure you guys leave appropriate comments down below. Give this video a like, subscribe to Multiverse Leverage, ring the bell for notifications, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.